Hello, welcome back to Halftime TV. Around the Premier, your host. And today I am here to provide you guys with the 60-man provisional squad for the Reggae Boyz for the Gold Cup. Now, what does this mean? Should we read too much into it? Should we be excited? Should we take it with a grain of salt? I'll get into that further on in the show. But before I go any further, let me say thank you to my sponsors, Quick Link Shipping. Follow them on Instagram at Quick Link Shipping. RS Sports Store for all your sports clothing and apparel. Reach out to RS Sports Store. CSA Shop, CSA Shop, be free, be confident. Located in the heart of Mandeville. For all your clothing and apparel, reach out to CSA Shop. All right. Now, before I go through the names of the 60 member provisional squad, let me first say that there are 3 unattached players in the squad and there are 10 local based players. Remember, the local Premier League has been out for quite some time. Nonetheless, these players have made the 60-man squad. The rest of the players are either based in the US or are in England. All right. We have some very, very interesting names in here. And also, point to note that you can not have a passport and be in the provisional squad. Right. So the mere fact that you're in the provisional squad, it doesn't necessarily mean that all your documentations are ready. What it simply means is you sign the contract, and going forward, if all goes right, then you should be able to represent the country at the Gold Cup. All right, guys. So I don't want you to say this player was in the provisional squad, so automatically that player transitions into playing. Remember, Robert Morrison was a part of the 2019 squad as well. He and Kemar Roofe, and in the end, he didn't play. He didn't make the 23 member squad. All right. So the names I have in midfield: Joshua Anglin. We have Michail Antonio from West Ham. Remember, I told you in one of my previous videos that Michail Antonio didn't get the opportunity to sort out his passport, and the federation assured us that he would not get his passport in time because he was on vacation with his family in Greece. That situation remains the same. Nonetheless, he's a part of the provisional 60-member squad. All right. Again, as I said, being a part of the provisional squad doesn't necessarily mean you will be a part of the 23. It means it's a pool of players that the federation have given themselves to choose the 23 from. All right. There's Leon Bailey. There's Dylan Barnes. Dylan Barnes is the first goalkeeper on the list. There is Amari Bell, Andre Blake, who is captain, Brian Brown, currently playing for New Mexico in the USL, Javian Brown, Corey Burke, Norman Campbell, Akeem Chambers, Jordan Cousins, Javon East. Javon East just won of the season with his domestic club in Costa Rica. He also won forward of the season as well. So congratulations to Javon East. Well deserved, and I think him being on here, it is deserved. As a matter of fact, I could make an argument that he should be among the 23 in the final cut from now, but I'll leave that to time and for another video. So we're at Javon East. There's O'Neill Fisher, Junior Fleming, Kemar Foster, Owen Garden, Andre Gray, Wes Harding. Remember, I told you Andre Gray, there's a possibility he may not make the cut. Again, folks, being on the 60-member provisional squad doesn't necessarily mean you automatically are able to play for the Reggae Boyz. It means you sign a contract, you have opted that you want to be a part of the squad going forward. It doesn't mean you have all the necessary documentation. And as I said before, because it's friendly games that we saw in the past, they were allowed to play the friendly games. If it's a competitive fixture, they might not be allowed to play in the same breath. All right. So just as I read these names, take them with a grain of salt, because it offers no assurity. It offers no assurance to us, the fans and the viewers. All right. So again, where was I? I was on Andre Gray, Wes Harding made his debut the other day, Michael Hector, Kevon Isaacs, Daniel Johnson, Dane Kelly. All right, so that's the first page of names that we have. Let me know what you guys think. Do you foresee all these names making it into the final 23? Are you excited? Are you not excited? Who are the names that you think should have been on there that aren't on there as well? All right, so continuing, let's see who we have here. so we're continuing now. We have Amal Knight, we have Kevon Lambert, Kemar Lawrence, Taxi Lawrence, currently playing for Toronto FC, Gregory Lee, Luca Levy, Damian Lowe, Jamal Lowe, Tyreek McGee, Kemal Malcolm, Adrian Mariappa, Siobhan Marsh, Dwayne Miller, Liam Moore, Ricardo Morris, Ravel Morrison, Colorado Murray, Shamar Nicholson, Dever Argill, Casey Palmer, Kahim Paris, Ethan Pinnock, Alvis Powell, Bobby Reed, LaDale Ritchie, Kemar Roofe. As I said, Kemar Roofe is up and ready. He is one of those players that has his documentation and everything sorted out. So worst case scenario, we at least can bear some comfort knowing that Kemar Roofe, who is a top quality striker, will be at the helm should things not go into place for the rest of the strikers that we have among the pool. All right. Kevin Stewart, Ajani Talbot, Dennis Taylor, Curtis Tilt, Blair Turgot, Peter Lee Vassell, Lamar Walker. Peter Lee Vassell was unattached up until lately, where he started playing with Indy 11. He's been doing well so far, and I hope he continues in that breath because his creativity, his vision, his style of play, the way he plays the game, we definitely need someone of his ilk in the final 23-man squad. All right, so keep up the good work, Peter Lee Vassell. Looking forward to seeing you in the final 23. Just keep on putting in the work. All right, Lamar Walker, Javon Watson. Again, Javon Watson is one of those unattached players. I think he played 4 games for Austin in 2020. That was last year in the USL. Again, there are some names, as I said before, that we'll see pop up on here that that may not make the final cut. And it's just giving the JFF a pool of players to choose from, because in the end, they will need this. And for us, it's a safety net. It gives them a bit of breathing room as well, but it's more a peace of mind than anything else, in my opinion. All right, so Javon Watson, we have J.D. White, next goalkeeper, Devon Williams, Romario Williams, and Shavani Willis. So those are the 60 names that I have. I am impressed. I am happy to see the likes of Michail Antonio being a part of the 60-member provisional squad. I'm happy to see Andre Gray. I'm happy to see all these names. But nonetheless, as I said before, guys, the provisional squad is just a list of names that the JFF has submitted. It doesn't assure you that these players will be among the 23-member squad. It doesn't even assure you that they'll take any part for the team. It shows that, okay, they signed the contract, they opted that they wanted to play for the national team, but who knows, maybe they're still working on the documentation. Maybe their documentations have already been submitted and they're waiting on an answer. But this 60-member list does not by any means whatsoever offer us doesn't by any means offer us any assurances. All right, if you didn't hear all the names, I'll post it on my Instagram or on my Twitter. If you aren't following me, JAnalyst21 on Instagram and J_analyst1492 on Twitter. All right, but there are definitely some good names on here. I couldn't help but notice again 3 unattached players among the list. So it says Noral Morrison is unattached, but Amal Knight unattached as well. He makes the list. Javon Watson unattached. He makes the list. As I said, folks, not much to read in here. Just presenting the information as it is made available. You may see some of your favorite players among the list, and you may not see some of those players among the list as well. But don't take it too seriously. It's just a pool of players who they have here. But what I can tell you is most of these players, I think, should they step out and try to add additional names to it, it'll be a bit difficult. So I can assure you, majority of these players will comprise of the squad is essentially within the 60. All right, so you can go through it and see who the names are that you like most and who you think will represent best come the Gold Cup, which is in roughly 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks max. But regardless, there are some names there that are quite interesting. As I said, we have Dane Kelly on their forward. We have a lot of forwards on this list. Dane Kelly, Andre Gray, Owen Gordon, Javon East, Brian Brown. The players don't even get an email to say they're on the provisional list, so they don't read much into it. I had a word with one of the players this morning before I did this video, and he said that he didn't even get a notification or an email or anything saying he was a part of the list, so he doesn't read much into that list. All right, so as I said, folks, I'll make the list available on my social media platforms, but until then, remember to like the video, remember to subscribe, remember to share. The 60-member provisional list is in. They have submitted the list. Michail Antonio is in. Andre Gray is in. Curtis Tilt in. Ethan Pinnock in. Kemar Roofe in. Who else did I miss? A lot of big names are in, and I hope you are as excited as I am. But again, please take it with a grain of salt because there isn't a lot to read into this. Don't take it too seriously because at the end of the day, as I said before, Ravel Morrison and Kemar Roofe were also part of the last provisional squad that we sent to the Gold Cup. And in the end, they didn't end up making the 23. So take it with a grain of salt, folks. Remember to like the video, share, subscribe. I'll leave it there for now. Miranda Brown here saying thanks for tuning into Halftime TV. Remember, leave your comment. Let me know your queries in the comment section as well. I'll be more than happy to respond to those. As my information is made available through my sources again, I'll present them to you, the viewers, and keep you updated. All right. I appreciate all the love and the support. Until next time.